maybe what was the buy, he would say he would buy them.
Okay, we're,
Okay, go ahead and call the, Board Works meeting, February 10th to order. Let the minutes reflect all board members are present. First item on the agenda will be January 13th, 2026 minutes.
motion to approve.
Have a motion, I hear a second.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next will be the, sewer adjustments. Looks like we got, maybe 4 on here. Any questions?
Motion approved.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor? Motion carries. Put that one out. Okay, we'll jump into old business. Look, Jeremy, if you got something for old business.
So North Carolina Drive, we completed the project closeout documents on that. So that should close it up. As far as the roadway barrier, I'll bring that back at the next Board of Works meeting next month. We can start getting that rolling again. From our previous conversations, it sounds like we're leaning more towards the guardrail. So I will kind of lead with that one, but I'll have the backup information for the other options. That way, it can be officially decided. We're finalizing the plans for the storm sewer point repairs along US 31. I was looking at dates. Are you guys, if we get those out early next week, would you guys like to open those bids March 10th, which is, I think, the next Board of Works meeting? Would you guys like to open those bids at that time?
How, yeah, that'll be fine.
That way we can get that ball rolling.
That'll let us meet all the like publication timelines and everything. Okay. Yeah.
So I'll get that kind of going now. And I'll send an email out just with here's the dates we're proposing. That way everybody's aware of it and we can put it on the calendars. Solar project. We got a punch list update yesterday. They're working to complete the weather station communication and the inverter communication. That's kind of the last items for PSG to kind of complete. Once those are done, we're going to do another site visit just to kind of walk through the punch list to make sure everything's been completed on the punch list. And then at that time, they'll give us the closeout binder with all the information of the solar panels and the connections and stuff. And the driveway dress up and the water spigot are still on that punch list. Those are going to be completed by Coombs once the weather has, kind of gotten better. So that's still on the punch list, more on the Coombs side, but so I would kind of hold money off to the side on retainage and not pay that till that's completed. But that's kind of the last few things for the solar project. The UV equipment, Dave talked to them about when that equipment was going to be delivered. I believe he said next month.
End of this month.
End of this month? Okay. So that equipment's coming in. The bids are out right now. The pre-bid meeting has been shifted to February. No. The bid opening is February 26th at 3 p.m. Was the pre-bid meeting yesterday?
I thought they pushed that
They
back.
push that
Was it
back.
pushed back? Yeah, I may have pulled the wrong bid. Sorry about that. I was gonna say that doesn't sound right. But the bid opening was pushed back to, I believe, the 26th at 3 p.m. Let's see. The Austin PER document. We reached out to Mike Flint and Charlene on the 2nd for an update on the environmental, because that needs to get moving. Have not heard back, so I'm gonna reach back out, and keep pushing on that, because we need to get that going. York Woods Development, I met with HWC on January 29th, regarding their proposed connection for the sanitary and how they're gonna get it over there. It looks to me like they're gonna have to put a lift station down at the southwest section of their development over there and probably come across that ditch along the gravel drive there some, maybe connection somewhere
Yeah,
on that side.
we got force main on that side of it, right?
Yeah, so I'm working to get them mapping and how to tie in and, you know, work together with them on that. So, just met with them within the last couple of weeks. The stream restoration that we put on hold until the spring, I will bring that back at the next meeting. I'll reach out to Rez to get that together. We can kind of continue that conversation. And that was, we were going to include it all the way from kind of the Meadowbrook to, I believe, York Road is kind of where we were taking it all the way down to. Yeah, I think that's all I have.
So what other bids on Dowling? What we're talking about the rail bumpers. What else you said?
So we were leaning towards, I believe, the guardrails.
I think that's probably the route we need to go.
And then the cost was right in line with the rest on the guardrails versus the other items.
So we're just gonna price the rails because our guys can install those. You can
Yep.
install those.
So I'll give you a cost for the materials. Yes.
Okay. Sound good?
Weren't we gonna kind of hold off on that?
Yeah, I was wondering if we
Deal?
know anything about the entrance or, I don't
We're
know,
gonna do some work over there and maybe put new entrances in.
if there's a
somewhere.
potential development, if the
Yeah.
guardrail would be in the way.
Is there something that we want to do like a partial where there's that large section kind of next to that dog park where the most semis are pulling out of? Is there something we want to do straight across from that at least? Because that's kind of your main wide turn area the trucks have been making. So we can do something there. It's a little further past where I think NDOT would have a entrance to their.
So you might contact them if we can and find out how soon or if they're actually gonna do that.
Yep.
Yeah, they don't do too much and then,
Yeah.
you know,
It would be nice to see their site plan before
Yeah,
we,
right.
yes.
I don't know if we'll get that far, but.
well, or even a conception of
Yes.
what they might.
Board members have any questions for? Okay. All right, moving right along. Any other old business?
I'll bring this up in old business. It was asked, a couple weeks ago, we talked about the solar project. From what we paid in November to our bill we just got today for, the wastewater plant, factoring in what we're down $4,100 using solar. That's not something back to do. That's how much the bill's down right now, so. And to me, I think it's pretty good considering the weather we've had and, you know, so I just wanted to make you aware.
Sounds good. The savings. Any other, no other old? We'll jump right into the new business. Let's, new business? Before we go any further, I'd like to, compliment our road crew and the workers and PD. They've done a great job during the snowfall, cleaning the roads. I had a lot of compliments. You're always gonna have somebody that's not gonna agree, but I think for all in all, we had a lot more compliments than the negative, so very well pleased. Thank you guys for your efforts, and PD as well, you know.
It was good.
Okay, please, these are mine, you sign here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we jump into department here.
Okay, it's like Roger's saying, past 2-3 weeks, we've been busy on the roads. I mean, we ran into a few issues, but not a lot. We stayed busy, guys worked a lot. I'd like to ask maybe in the near future, which I've kind of brought up to Chris a little bit, I'd like to look in maybe getting some salt, doing a little, adding a little more. We buy a skid or two a year and mix with our sander, but like to be able to have a stockpile of salt to where we can, after sandering, we got ice or something that's really a lot better. And on the price, I checked on the price. We were worried about it in years past because of the price, but it's like $100 a ton. if we could do about 20 ton a year, which would be, give or take $2,000 or $3,000, that would, we could really do a lot more with that. Old Packer, not the new Packer, but our old one, the 17 model, had to have a little work done on it. Water pump alternator went out on it, had to have a little work done on it recently. Got it back, they got it done, got it back quick to us, so that was nice. Last real thing I have is, I know we've talked in the past about those tires, but the pile of tires I got over. This year, I'd like to get all that stuff cleaned up. I'd like to look in, maybe get the dumpster sometime this year. I'll get with Chris and Roger, and maybe see about, thinking maybe one big dumpster. I had him come down and look at it last year, and, he said he thought we could do it on a 40-yard dumpster, which was about, I can't remember what he said. I think it was $1,000 for the dumpster. And then, we'd have to pay a little more per tire, but, like to get all that cleaned up over there this spring sometime, because we got a lot of junk sitting around. Those tires makes it look bad, and it's just, like to look into that this year maybe.
Yeah, I think you need to get it cleaned up, so I guess just find out the price, let us know.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. That's about all I have.
Any questions? Tyler?
Ordinance wise, been kind of slow with the weather, snow and ice and all that. Got a couple of vehicles here and there, plates, et cetera. A couple sanitation warnings. As far as building wise, all the permits have been paid for Metal Brush, the National Encore, so we got all the permits and stuff, weather permitting, they'll break ground.
How many?
Started over there.
How many?
11. So all 11 have been paid for. Same with Duncan, which last one all been paid for. I met the contractor that'll be here on site. He's told me the same thing. They have everything taken care of now, just waiting, weather permitting, they'll break ground. And, pretty much just playing it by ear when they get there and get started. So hopefully here next month or two, get something rolling, see some progress, see some work going. And again, court goes, see the framing's going up over there, just waiting on the rough ends of the electrical and the plumbing. They are framing up over there. That's pretty much all I got.
Do you have anything on Duncan?
That's what it said. The guy.
That's Portico?
I'm sorry.
Which one was that?
On Duncan?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got everything paid for. I met the guy who'll be on site doing the work, just telling me, just waiting weather permitting, so they can break ground. Didn't give me a deadline, he's open a month or two. All this
It
stuff.
actually called,
I think O'Mara, right?
they'd actually called for locates, and they located right on top of the snow, so.
Yeah.
They were over there last week.
He's just telling me once the snow and ice get out, we're gonna hit it hard, break ground. So it's just.
I see maybe was painting on top of the snow, so.
That'll be exciting, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Weather permitting.
Any questions for Tyler? Thank you. John?
Yeah, we replaced a new pressure valve, relief valve on the force main for number 1 lift station. Cleaning the plant, running the press. Had 2 pumps go down, one at lift station number 1, and then the RAS station I got them ordered. And we got roofs out of the main line on Rice Creek to Linden. And we had to fix a tap on 740 Man Avenue. Had field tile in it for a tap. That's all I got.
Okay. So they're, on Main Street, they're on Mount Avenue, didn't you have to call? You used,
Robertson's to get that.
Yeah. we used some equipment from Scottsburg as well, didn't we? I think Mary Ann, you for letting us
Yes.
do that, so.
Mhm. Yeah.
I did thank him for that, so I appreciate it. Ours was big enough. So, what about the skid steer on the bid on that? I know we'd already declared that excess. Are we done on the bidding to get rid of the old
Yes.
skid steer?
Yeah, it brought 7,000.
So is it, have we finalized the sale on that?
No. I talked to Joe about that. He's supposed to get back with me on all that, but I ain't heard nothing from him.
Okay, that's what we're buying the new one from,
Huh?
Joe.
Yeah, that's where we're buying from.
Not me. Don't, you gotta stop looking at me.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I'm waiting on Joe.
Always waiting on Joe.
Not the skid steer guy.
And we ordered tracks for that skid.
Yeah, we did, Chris and I discussed that, and John, and he called and got a price to get rubber tracks on that skid steer, so we're gonna go ahead and get the tracks, I think it'd be better off than the tires.
Definitely.
Okay. Wasn't too bad of a price, actually. Thanks, John.
Let's hope it don't delay it another 3 months.
Yeah, yeah. Any questions for John? Chief?
All right, the department last month answered 594 calls for service, 17 arrests, 24 citations, 30 warnings, 5 accident reports, and 34 reports were taken. I really don't have too much. I'm supposed to call a contractor for the painting and flooring for the PD this week and schedule time. I think he's gonna start next week doing all that, so he originally told me it'd be about a 2-week job, so. And then the Durango, we're just still waiting on console. I don't know if it was just so when everything's backdated or whatever. But he came out the radio and said as soon as he gets all that, he's got everything pretty much ready to plug and play, so. Once he gets it done, we'll have it, so. About all that.
Any questions? Thank you. Todd, you got anything to add?
Not much, John, and everything looks good over there, meeting our numbers and everything clean. And you guys probably got it too, as an email, I think you guys got it as well, about being assigned a new, case manager for, I think it's gonna be reorder.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Other than that, that's pretty much all I got.
That came through this morning, that email. Yeah. All right. Anybody else? Anything to add?
We do not.
I don't have anything else, most of there.
Motion. Second.
Shorter today.